and welcome back to Fashion Attack. Today we're gonna do something that is gonna make you look super duper rich. What I'm talking about is, well, my hair looks horrible. Who cares? Okay, what I'm talking about is that huge painting that you see at the entrance of every billionaire's house. It's minimal, it usually has 1-2 colors. It's done like, it doesn't represent anything. It's just like an abstract shape. And it just makes you look like super fancy immediately. Like, did you see any Gossip Girl episode where they don't have one of those paintings inside the room? What? You don't know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about this kind of paintings over here. Yes, they're like everywhere. They just make you look so fancy in the second that you see them. And you can do them because boom, you can buy huge frames online. Yes, they are huge. You can get them online for like 20, 30, 40 euros according to how big you want. Ciao! According to how big you want them. And now let's transform them using like $20. What are we using for this tutorial is a lot of metallic instruments instead of any brush, because we are gonna have to put something that is very thick in order to make the 3D effect. And then obviously we're using paint. I'm gonna buy it in 2 colors. And then to do the thickness of the material, what we're using is this. Okay, we are gonna use, I bought 15 kilos. I don't know if I exaggerated, but basically, it's what you use to close the holes on your wall. It's called Plaster in Hebrew, chalk I think in English. I don't know the right word, but you're gonna find it in the links down below. And we're gonna use it mixed with the paint so that every time that you brush it in, it's gonna make a 3D texture on top of it. And that's all the secret. When you order such a huge frame, you're probably gonna get it at home in pieces and you have to assemble it on your own. It's super easy. It's just like 4 pieces of wood, both if it's a rectangular or a square. I'm gonna actually put the link down below of where I ordered mine, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna find similar ones according to where you are living. Now, let's pass actually to what we're gonna paint on. I do not know the name of this in English. I will just call it paper for the sake of the tutorial. But what you have to do is wrap it around the wood and then staple it first in the shape of a cross, so on the basic corners of it. Then after that, you place the 4 squares on the sides. You're gonna go and do the real corners. Here you see me folding it one little piece inside the other and then stapling it inside. So basically you're gonna do like little triangulars on the corners and then you staple also that one in. You're gonna do this for all the entire frames, that you're gonna be sure that it's all pulled really tight and that we're gonna go and paint it and put even something heavy like what we're using to make this painting. Time to create the magic potion that is going to create our painting. We go and pour inside powder and water. You want it to be a little bit more dense compared to what you want to create to fill up holes on your wall, so that it's easier to move it around your painting and make it even more smooth. Once you mix it and you finally reach the density that you want, you're going to pour inside also your paint. It's important to mix it very well so that you do not have spots that are going to be grayish and spots that are going to be white. Okay, first thing we want to do is decide more or less where we want to position our color. No, you don't have to calculate it to the little tiny t. We're just gonna mark, we're just gonna mark it a little bit to understand where we go. I want it to be mainly white with 1/3 of black. So let's say that I'm gonna ride first with the white all the way to here, and this I'm gonna do later, and all this we're gonna do it with white texture. Let's start. There you see me throwing absolutely randomly some texture on top of our frame. Let's call it potion, it's a lot easier to have a name on it. So you just spread your potion all over the frame, and it's important that for the beginning you don't put too much thickness on one side. First we want to cover the entire amount that we want it to have the same color, and then after we can go and add inside more texture in the places where we want it thicker and less texture, pulling it over and stronger in the directions where we want it more flat. But first, let's cover all of it. Guys, you don't want your frame to be 15 kilos because otherwise it's completely, I don't even think it's gonna hold, honestly speaking. So first let's cover all of it and let's add the thickness after so that it's not gonna be too heavy. is gonna take you like 20-30 minutes. My frame was huge. Again guys, mine was 2 meters times 20, but you can totally decide the dimension that you want. And just have fun with it. Make a little dance while you put your paint. Make a little dance while you put your paint. Ta-da! We have a super cool texture already happening on the 1/3 of the painting that we wanted. But now that we have everything covered up, you can literally decide what kind of texture put everywhere. That's why we got different sizes of brushes. Let's call them brushes. So that now we can go inside and make smaller drawings and textures on our paint. Let's do that. Again guys, this is totally up to you. You can decide to get a big bunch of texture and put it on the frame, and this way it's gonna come a lot thicker. Time for the color number 2. I did the same exact procedure as before, but this time I'm gonna pour inside black. Then you twirl it all around, and once it's ready, we go and put it on the other third of our painting. There we go. We're gonna do exactly the same thing, but this time following the line that we marked before with the white color. We're gonna put it all over, spread it first on the entire flatness of it, and once we have the amount completely covered, you can go and add even more and more texture if you want it to be even more 3D. Just take your time and have fun. You can put a playlist. It's gonna be like so relaxing, guys. This is probably the first tutorial that I finished super relaxed. Okay guys, the painting is done. This was a super easy fashion attack episode compared to the super complicated things we do, but the result is amazing. It's incredible. You can see all the texture on the painting, and this makes it so cool. Remember that you don't have to do it this big. My hands are amazing. Remember that you do not have to do it this big. You can decide the size that you want. You want it tiny for your bedroom, you want it even bigger, you want to make it with different kinds of cuts, and also the kind of texture depends with how big is the brush. That is not a brush, I still do not remember the name, that you're gonna use while you put it on the paper.